Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Let me do a quick sound check just to make sure that we don't have the same thing that happened yesterday, where the sound mysteriously just went down on its own. But I think we're good. All right. Uh, yes, don't let the sound go down on me. It sounds like an Elton John song. Don't let the sound go down on me. Okay, let me say hi to a few people. Don't let the sound. Well, you know that song. Don't let the sun go down on me. I love that song. Okay. Hi, hello, Pat Pointer. Hello, Pat Pointer. Welcome to Royal Sussex. Diane Hawkins is here. Maria Jacobs, hi. Mo Shannon, Karen, Orlando Morris is here. Uh, who else is here? Diane Hawkins, pardon me. Lucy Wen, Anna Espinoza, Connie Balmer. Connie Balmer is here. Susie Q, Denise Jones. Betty wants to say hi to a bunch of people, so we'll help out with that. Dari Wiley. Hello, Myra. Rochelle Baldreau. Sylvia Fielder. Denise Jones. Mo Shannon. I said that already. Berta Sanchez. Okay, I am at work, so if I don't call out everybody's name, hello and blessings to you. Oh, that is very sweet, Berta Sanchez. Thanks for saying that. Let's see, Church Nelly. Church Nelly, I hope you're feeling better. Um, okay, and Sister and Cece is here with a few hellos, and Orlando Morris, did I say that? Gwendolyn Daniels, Annie Bullard, Brenda Gray. Okay, I'm scrolling back to see if I missed anything. Oh, Church Nelly, we're glad you're here. Yeah, we're glad you're here. Yeah, and not under the table at some juke joint somewhere, but you're here with us, and we're glad for that. Wait, not dancing on the table at some juke joint somewhere, and we're glad you're here. There I go already, right? Um, why do I pitch? Why do I picture Sugar Avery? Why am I picturing Sugar Avery? I don't know. That's the best thing about us being so anonymous with one another is that we can let our imagination run away. Okay. Hey, Lydia Washington. Veronica Quick. Yeah. I mean, it's nice to have an imagination, don't you think? Like, for instance, I know that Church Nellie is not sitting in the pews with a hollowed out Bible with a little flask inside of it. I know that that's not the case. She's a godly woman, and et cetera, et cetera. Okay, the other day I had a drink during the live chat, knocked me out. Let's see where this is going. Let me see. Knocked me out. Woke up. Baron had stopped talking. Had to replay the chat. No more drinking and chatting. Oh, if only people could shut me up with a couple of drinks. But yeah, somehow I just keep going. But yeah, well, you're here today, so that's all that's important. Yeah, I think it's gonna rain today. I'm like hot, but I know it's not hot in here, so I'm not sure what I should do. Um, Maybe that helps. Okay. All right. Well, let's get on with it then, shall we? Had a flask in for medicinal purposes, I'm sure. Oh yeah, and a couple of other things that go along with that cocktail just to even you out, I'm sure. Um, Yep. All right. So thank you all for being here. And let me see what we got here. Oh, that's not good. All right. So as you guys know, today is Canada Day, Canadian Independence Day. So happy Canadian Independence Day if you're Canadian. And if you're a Canadian sympathizer, happy Canadian Independence Day. So yeah, that's what it is. It's Canadian Independence Day. Very good. Our favorite neighbors to the north, and of course, Mexico is our favorite neighbors to the south, maybe because they're right next door. But we are all very interdependent upon one another in so many different ways. So these our economies are closely bound together. So let us not forget that. We are not only neighbors, but we're also trading partners, and of course, we share the North American continent. So all these things are very important. So we have to recognize our neighbors' significant holidays, right? Yes, Diane Hawkins, correct. Canadian Independence Day. Very good. Thank you for shouting out for the Canadians. Okay. Which, by the way, has probably I guess people have been saying that since Obama left, I mean, he's like holding it down as the most attractive head of state for the men. And for the women, let me see. I'm not sure. But for the men, of course, is Justin Trudeau. But for the women, oh, that's a toss up. Hi, Crystal J. Anastasia Isabella is here. Nice. Oh, and let me say this while I'm thinking about it so I don't forget. You guys, weird stuff has been happening in terms of trolls and all that. So please remember, don't share your personal information with people because we have this ongoing conversation in the chats do not mean that we actually know one another. And there are some of us who may be vulnerable to suggestion, which means just about any of us given the right circumstances. So please, if you ever get a message uh, from me saying anything that requires your personal information, it ain't me. I don't want to know nothing about where you live and all that kind of stuff. That is not important to me. It should never be important to share that stuff over social media. Um, nowadays, especially when the economy is the way it is, there are so many people looking for a come up. And as you know, we've had trouble in the squad before with people who have seemed like long term honest brokers in the Sussex squad taken advantage of the kindness and, shall we say, brother and sisterhood that is shared amongst the squaddies. So don't make yourself vulnerable to that because um, you guys have worked hard for what you have. And of course, you may have families that you support or whatever, and you just don't want to like lose things like that. Not even a dollar. It's just a dollar is too much. So make sure that you know who you're dealing with and that you don't go too far with like your personal information and everything. Um, yeah, that's very important. So um, just remember that don't share any of your personal information with anybody on social media, even if it's a squatty, because it can be detrimental. All right, so today is the Diana Award Day, and this is so weird because okay, let me check this one more time before I say anything because I want to make sure I got this right. Check this one more time, and then I will continue. I just want to make sure I got this right. All right. Okay. Yes. Born July the 1st, 1961. All right, that was the year that Princess Diana was born. So, of course, today is Princess Diana's birthday. And if it's Princess Diana's birthday, of course, this is the day that they present the Diana Award. Let me play a little short video for you. This is making the rounds, very, very short. And I will talk to you on the other side.
This is a special year, and one where I hope we take extra time to not just remember her as she lived, but to reflect on the life she continues to lead through so many, including the young changemakers with us today. My mother instilled in me, and in all of us, a drive to speak up and fight for a better world. And now, as a husband and a parent, my mother's voice is even stronger in my life. All of you have kept her voice alive by showing the world how each small action counts, how kindness is still valued, and how our world can be better if we choose to make it so.
That's right. Service is universal. So it is Princess Diana's birthday. And of course, the Diana Award is presented today. They had a virtual ceremony. Okay. And let's do that. There we go. So Harry looked quite dapper. He, what could I say? He has been kissed by the California sunshine. It has energized him and made him incredibly productive. And I have to say, he's doing these presentations with so much more comfort and I would say confidence than ever before. Not that he ever lacked confidence, but I don't know. There's something about him that has changed in the last few years, and I could only imagine that. Well, you know what it is, of course. It is the Duchess of Sussex. She's been able to help bring out something in him that's always been there. And we've already seen it, but let's face it, he's even more polished and more, but still very approachable, still very down to earth, as they say. What can I say? He's just Harry. There's something so much more, I don't know, prime time ready. So thank you to the Duchess of Sussex for all of that encouragement, shall we say, the encouragement that has brought out this Harry that we're seeing nowadays, who is an executive producer and, well, let's not forget, of course, father and chief impact officer and all of the other hats that he wear, including the Invictus Games. I am so doggone proud of him. Oh man. You know what? Church Nelly, I think you are lighting up the what do you call it? The comments right now. You must really be feeling better. You do you, boo. You do you. But yeah, I keep seeing Church Nelly this, Church Nelly that. You keep it up. I'm just glad you're feeling better. But I think Church Nelly is over there lighting it up. Turning it up. That's what they say, turning it up for the Princess of Wales, the people's princess, the only princess of Wales that has ever mattered. She is turning it up for the Princess of Wales. All right. And next, Prince Harry says he sees Princess Diana's legacy when I look at my own children on her birthday. He can see her legacy, he says. All right. So this is what I woke up to. I totally forgot it was Princess Diana's birthday. No kidding. I totally forgot. As you know, I have been very busy with some things with my family. And also last night, I had a creative surge and I just had to make a video last night, which is one of my favorite things is to make those edited videos. Have you guys seen it? Did you guys know I had a video that premiered about 4 hours ago? If not, that's fine. But yes, I did have a video that premiered about 4 hours ago. One where I took on Hoghead and, of course, Nip and Tuck. Nip and Tuck Osborne. Oh, you did see it. Okay. Yes, I took on Hoghead and old Nip and Tuck Osborne. Yep, Nip Tuck. I think that's what I'm gonna call her, Nip Tuck. Oh, thank you, B10. Yes, I think that's gonna be my nickname for Sharon is Nip Tuck. I'm gonna see how that fits. Old Nip Tuck Osborne. Little nip here, little tuck there. Nip Tuck. Okay, but let me stop because it's Princess Diana's birthday, and I want to finish acknowledging that before I get too shady. Too shady. But congratulations to Preya Patel, recipient of the Diana Award. Preya is the founder of the Peer Responders, an online mentoring and certification program for teens that uh, that trains, not trans, whew, that trains teens via mentorship with MH professionals, that's mental health, of course, on how to respond to peer crisis. Uh, Preya is 17 years old and from New Jersey. So, you guys, just so you know, sometimes people use the number two because there's only a limited amount of characters that you can use on Twitter. And so, just to make room, sometimes people substitute the number two or the number four. So that's why that happened. But anyway, I think this was Special K that posted it this morning. And so I looked at that. I'm just like, what? What's going on? And it's the Diana Award. Duh, Baron. What kind of squatty are you that you totally missed that? Well, yeah. So that's what happened. So in spite of everything else I wanted to talk about today, I'm like, duh, I got to hurry up and get on this. So that's what I did first thing this morning. So, uh, and here we are. Oh, yes. Thank you so much, Plumbird. Congratulations to the recipients. All right. So, that being said, there she is right there, Priya Patel, Peer Responder 2022 Diana Award recipient. What a wonderful thing. So they had a virtual ceremony, and in the virtual ceremony, there were many people that spoke, which reminds me, I am going to have to put the link in the community tab. Yeah, if I ever say I'm going to add the link, I usually don't do it for the video. I put it in the community tab. So look for that. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Uh, oh, they post the whole video, did they? Oh, interesting. Okay, very good. So there's another place you can find it. Uh Let me check that out. Let me see. Oh, I see. I see that they have let me see. Oh, there was another announcement for that, huh? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I'm looking at their page. I don't see the actual video. I don't even see a link to it. Uh So yeah, Pedo hasn't posted anything yet today. So anyway, I'll put it in the community tab for your convenience. Thank you for that info, though. Lydia Barber says Diana's name will never go away, and the story behind her marriage will never be buried. Diana lives forever, and Prince Harry is carrying her torch around in the world. Oh, Lydia, that is beautiful. Yes, Prince Harry is carrying that torch for his mom, and that is absolutely beautiful. You know what I'm going to do? I think I made a birthday video for her last year, and I may share that later on today if I remember to do it. Okay, don't that sound like a baby boomer? If I remember, if I recall, I'm going to try to remember. I'll try to recall. All right. And so there you have it. Peer responders. You don't need a degree to help your friends. You just need peer responders. And so this kind of goes right along with what they were talking about in that video. The mean you can't see is that not everyone in the world has access to a trained professional, but the lack of that access should not prevent you from seeking help for your mental health and well-being. uh, it's better to reach out to someone than no one at all. Now, ideally, there will be some trained professional, like perhaps a social worker or a counselor, and let's go right on up to a psychologist or whatever. But if you don't have that available, what do you have that is easily accessible? You have your peer groups, you have your peers. Peer responders is something that can help the young people who may feel intimidated or not have the access to trained professionals. So that's why this is so important. A step by step guide to help friends in crisis, recognizing, listening, helping, checking in, and of course, most importantly, respecting. You have to show respect to someone when they are saying that they are in crisis or need help, or if you believe that they are in crisis or need help, you have to be very respectful to them. Edith says Prince Harry gave a very beautiful speech on People magazine and is going viral on social media. Is that in reference to the Diana Award, or let me? You know what? I have the People magazine up here, and let me take a look. So, in the People magazine, it says Prince Harry's words at the annual Diana Award ceremony echoed his brother. Prince William, who called the young people an inspiration. Oh, they just had to throw that in there, didn't they? Prince Harry is remembering his late mother, Princess Diana, on what would have been her 61st birthday. The Duke of Sussex, 37, surprised the latest recipients of the Diana Award, a worldwide I'm sorry, a worldwide philanthropic honor named for his mom at the virtual ceremony on Friday, echoing his you know who wrote a letter. So William did write a letter, and Harry actually did a video. Let me stop because I don't want to see his name popping up. This is a special year, Harry said, and one where I hope we take extra time to not just remember her as she lived, but to reflect on the life she continues to lead through so many, including the young change makers with us today, Prince Harry said. My mother instilled in me and in all of us a drive to speak up and fight for a better world, and now, as a husband and a parent, my mother's voice is even stronger in my life. He continued, all of you have helped keep her voice alive by showing the world how each small action counts, how kindness is still valued, and how our world can be better if we choose to make it so. That is beautiful. So yeah, anyway, that was in the People magazine, and there's a few throwback photos of the Princess of Wales and of course Prince Harry. So okay, and with that, let me take a look at some of your comments. Okay, I don't believe Bullwinkle William wrote a letter. He is too late. His speechwriters wrote it. Lorna, you and I both got that figured out, don't we? And Beth Lewis says, "Hi, Baron. It's like 90 degrees. Okay, how did this bullying go from the Wonker to their staff members, and now bullying to their daughter? I called BS. I hope the Queen is the last one on the throne." I am increasingly feeling that way. As a matter of fact, I kind of just feel that way. Not increasingly. I never thought that I would feel so strongly about something. I really didn't care before, but seeing a black woman bullied by a very powerful institution like that without any care or regard for the fact that they were doing or trying to do to her what happened to the Princess of Wales. I have had such a change of heart about that institution. Whereas before it was just like this little fun soap opera. Once you see what has happened to the Sussexes, you realize that it has real life implications and that people really, really are being hurt. Somehow they managed to, uh, I guess, disassociate the institution with what happened to Princess Diana, and they put it all on the paparazzi. But slowly but surely, the truth came out, and we realized that the institution had more than we ever expected to do with, I'm sorry, more than we could have ever known to do with her untimely death, or as Dan Wood would say, death, her untimely death. Oh, that guy is such a ugh. All right, so going to the next one here. This is a study. One of the squatties posted that on the Twitter today. It was an artistic study where they were probably in preparation of making a much larger, grander portrait. And for whatever reason, I think they just kind of stopped right there. Or if they have made the portrait, I haven't seen it. But anyway, that is a study. Oh, finally. Finally. Okay. And moving on. Then, of course, there is one of her very formal portraits that was taken. And there is Prince Harry just kicking his shoes off and enjoying the company of his mom. That makes me feel very warm when I see that. And then, of course, the most empowering moment of the late Princess of Wales, the People's Princess, was her trip to Chicago to Northwestern University, where she was celebrated as a queen. And she even wore purple, the school colors, purple and white. That is the famous Versace gown that is on display. Last time I've seen it was on display at a collection in Kensington Palace, of all places. And of course, the Princess of Wales, People's Princess, and Prince Harry. So then, People magazine wanting to capitalize on today how Princess Diana and Meghan Markle are linked by their efforts to revolutionize royalty. I didn't even bother with it because I think it's just an excuse to use both their names. And I don't know, maybe I'll go back and check it out. But I was just like, oh, are we really going to do this today? That's what my thoughts were when I saw that story. So maybe I owe it a look. I don't know, but I'm not I'm not thinking much of it at the moment because the last thing I want is for someone to I guess capitalize on Princess Diana's memory like that. So I'm not feeling it. But I'm going to be open minded. I'll go back and take a look at it. But the whole similarities thing. But I tell you what, better Megan than that other Duchess. Pamela Melissa Davies says, I read that Harry used to bring coffee to his staff, but once he was married, they claim Meghan asked the butlers now bring in the coffee, but an employee said Meghan brought staff a truck of ice cream. Yeah, they had like an ice cream day. I read that somewhere that Meghan sponsored an ice cream day, and um, I thought that was really nice. But the way Meghan was so hands on with everyone at Suits and every place else that she's ever worked, a lot of these like labels and these very bad stories that they've told about her, they have absolutely no truth. I mean, they're meritless attacks upon her, and I think that a lifetime, or no, I believe that a lifetime of Megan being the exact same person up until the point they announced the Oprah interview, and then all of a sudden she turned into a bully. That says a lot about the institution and not about the Duchess of Sussex. Crystal J says we are being bombarded with negative press in the UK about Meghan's day after day. I get so angry, and it's all old stuff they keep regurgitating. Yeah, like for instance, the whole bullying claim, they spoke about it being shelved 10 days ago, 11 days ago. And then all of a sudden, once they announced that the royal family, given those figures, if they spent that much money on the royal family in 1 year, so that means that in 10 years, the royal family exceeds about $1 billion of spending, and there's no evidence that they get any of that money back. I'm going to say it again. Tourism flourishes in France where there is no king, there is no queen. Monarchy hasn't existed for what, a couple of hundred years now. Monarchy has not existed in France, and yet they still bring in the big numbers. And even though Paris is smaller, geographically smaller, population wise smaller than London, they run neck and neck when it comes to tourism. So you just can't buy the idea that you need to physically have royals there cutting ribbons and pulling back little curtains on plaques to have a vibrant, flourishing tourism business or tourism industry. It doesn't match up. People would be just as likely to go to these historic sites absent any monarch than they would if they were there. It's not like you are going to actually see any of them on any given day. It's only by chance. So that argument makes no sense. Thank you so much for your comment, Crystal J. I share your frustration, by the way. All right, moving on. There you have it. I wonder what it was about Meghan Markle that drove these four men so crazy. They orchestrated, allegedly, a smear campaign against her, almost driving her to self harm. Well, she black, that African blood. Her mother has um, what do you call it? Dreadlocks and a nose ring. I don't know. She's an American. I think that plays such a small part in it, considering that at least one or two of those hatchet men are actually Americans. So that doesn't make sense. What do they all have in common? The one who is follically challenged. As you could, as I'm just noticing this, it seems like everyone who does his dirty work has amazing hair. Serendipity? I don't think so. Just by chance? Not likely. I guess if there's something you want out of him, if you have the right hair, you can get anything you want out of Prince William. Okay, and then there's this. I love this. Why didn't she curtsy? It was one of the greatest privileges I ever had for I don't know, what is FM? Of the NI. I don't know what that is. To curtsy to members of the royal household, including Her Majesty the Queen. Well, the first minister, is that what they call her? Oh, I guess that's what it is. FM, first minister. Arlene Foster. Well, okay. So the First Minister of Scotland goes to visit the Queen, Nicola Sturgeon, and she did not curtsy. As a matter of fact, just a day or two before that, she said, "We want out of the Union." And so when she goes to Holyrood House and she visits the Queen, she did not curtsy. That is her prerogative. It is not required. It is a show of respect for any member of the family or, of course, for the Queen, but it is no longer required. It is not necessary. We are not living in feudal times. These are not the dark ages any longer. And so it's not necessary. Um, this is a display by Nicola that we are equals. I am your peer as far as I'm concerned. And one of these days, I may absolutely be a head of state in my own right. So, no, I'm not going to curtsy. It is not required. If the leader of Scotland curtsies to the Queen, then of course, that is as if the entire country bends a knee, and that should not happen. They have a long history, a long, storied, bloodied history with England, and so they have decided, some of them, to take the steps to leave that union, which of course would change the flag, the Union Jack. That's where it comes from, is the Union of Scotland, Ireland, Wales, Northern Ireland. That is where the Union Jack comes from. Well, Scotland no longer wants to participate in that. Moshana says she ain't got to curtsy if she don't want to. Nicola. Hashtag Nicola. Peace out. Deuces up. Wink, wink. Happy Friday, Baron, moderated squaddies. Hello, Jacuzzi. Happy Friday to you, too. So let me see. Let me see. Rochelle Bajo says, we must remember Harry and Meghan had two separate teams, KP and BP. Would like to know what their BP team had to say about Meghan. Um, I feel like this: all of the houses of Windsor were working against the Sussexes, and because of the heir and the spare thing, if there was any information, if there was any plans, any outings, any official functions, they had to get approval from the other households. The timing had to be coordinated with the other households. It was just a no-win situation. All it took to make things work right, or all it would take to make things, I'm sorry, all it would have taken to make things work right or to work well was for someone in authority to say, do it. Do not plot against them. Let's work together. These are the stars of the royal family right now. They have the ability to put a great face on the family. Well, that did not happen. They decided to um, use a heavy hand against them, and the Sussexes left. That's all to it. They got heavy handed, and Harry said, we're out of here. So it's a tragedy of their own making. The various royal households, and the Sussexes are thriving. They are thriving. Okay, so the other slide there says, I'd shake hands. Oh, that's kind of small. Let me see. I cannot see that. Let me make that bigger. Okay. I'd shake hands and be polite, even offer her tea. I try to be a good host, which would be more than the British did to my Irish ancestors, but not curtsy or bow. She's just another person. I might even offer her a marmalade sandwich. She might like that. Well, I mean, I'm sure that a lot of people share that sentiment. People are incredibly respectful of the Queen. She's an old woman, and she is technically a head of state. So people are very respectful to her, and I think that's the proper thing to do. But it doesn't mean that you have to show deference. Let's see. Beth Lewis says, Hope everybody is okay today. And you're right. It's like he's a whole person now. His family and her, they completed him. And I think that's what we're seeing. Yes, absolutely. Harry is whole and complete. He has his wife and children. He has a super cool mother in law, a marathoner, don't you know? And as well as all the other things that Doria has done in her life. So it's a win win. He's got great friends. He has his brother Nacho. What else do you need? Mashar say white men are afraid of power, smart black women. I'm sorry, are afraid of powerful, smart black women. Women. That was a slip. William, aka Sir Bully a lot, is afraid of Meghan, and that's why he hates her, in my opinion. Yeah, I think that this is one theory, and I need to drink a little more of my coffee here. I can feel a nap coming on today. Where are we? This one. Um, there, people say there was a lot going on there. And by the way, thank you for your comment, Marsha. But people say there was a lot going on in that uh, click of a camera frame, and it was assumed that William may have had some kind of feelings about the Duchess of Sussex, kind of a love hate thing, like he was a bit overwhelmed with the fact that he probably found himself incredibly attracted to her. But of course, that was absolutely positively forbidden. So, um, and then of course, that lust turned into hate. That lust possibly turned into hate. Nubian Queen, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Happy Friday to you. And also, Elaine Parker, there you are. Thank you for the super sticker. And thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to you both. Okay, so oh boy. Oh boy, Karen. That's never a good thing when I see Russell Myers. Russell Myers, the royal rodent who's always on Lorraine, came out in the mirror saying that Meghan and Harry have done what they made his own. Let me done what they made his own millions, whilst UK royals still take taxpayer money. Who would believe? Also, he's actually speaking up for the fact that the Sussexes are not on the public dole. Is that what you're saying? Huh. That's interesting. Russell Myers is usually so anti Sussex. Yeah, he's usually so anti. And by the way, does he have an ear on the other side of his head? I'm just asking for a friend. Let me know. Get back to me. Uh, thank you for your super chat, and thank you for watching. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the super chat. Crystal J, thank you so much for the super chat, and thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Thanks, Baron, for all your hard work. You're great. Oh, thank you, Crystal J. I'm doing the best that I can. I am doing the best that I can. Uh, and as I always say, you guys are my constituents. So I don't do anything without considering what is the impact on the Sussex squad. Hello, Legs. Thank you for the super chat. Baltimore's is like the cardinal in the Hunchback of Notre Dame in appearance or otherwise, huh? Since you said that, you know I am going to go and search that right now. Uh, I'm afraid of what I'm gonna see. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Oh man. Oh, nobody does it like Victor Hugo, right? All right. Oh, okay. I see this. There's like a okay. All right, I see that. Thank you so much for sharing that. And Almer Andrews, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Happy Friday to you. And thank you, Legs. And thanks for watching Royal Sussex. Happy Friday to you. All right. Well, you know what? I am done with that. And I am going to, and just in case, uh let me see. Yes, Baron. He's normally Team Cambridge, but is in the mirror. The mirror. Yeah, sometimes the mirror kind of goes against the grain. And Betty says, Baron, that's exactly my thinking. What you can have, you get rid of. Willie Leaks knows he cannot have Meg anyway near him. So out of sight, out of mind. Yeah, isn't that something? And maybe it's that mentality that he feels like anything that Harry is enjoying in life ought to belong to him because he's the future king, right? So maybe in his twisted mind, if it's something that Harry desires, if there's someone that Harry's desires, maybe he feels like he's entitled to it because after all, he's been living with the knowledge that he's going to be king for quite some time, ever since he even could spell it. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's that mentality that he feels like he deserves whatever prize there is to be had, or he deserves the attention of anyone who's worth being around. So maybe that's what his motivation is when it comes to anybody that seems to make Harry happy. I mean, let's think about the time the Obamas went to visit Kensington Palace, right? When the Obamas went to Kensington Palace, obviously President Obama, Michelle Obama, those are Prince Harry's friends. But in the photos, in the video, Harry sat in that semicircular seating arrangement. Harry sat alone. Michelle Obama was teamed with one of the children at Kensington Palace, someone with an underdeveloped intellect. Someone who was up way past her bedtime, someone who has been around long past her shelf life. Um, okay, let me stop. I could barely get through that without saying something, but oh, see how triggered I get? See how she triggers me? But somebody who's been around for 21 years. No, what? 22 years in that family. Take a look at this. I want to show you something. I thought about this while I was talking. 5 questions that where is she at? So Priya Patel, oh, how old is she? 20? I don't know how old she is, but at age 20, she's come up with 5 questions to help her peers in crisis, right? This person has taken 20 years in the family, 10 years of studying, late nights, a number two pencil between her teeth, papers scattered all over the place. That's what they want us to believe, is that she, Dr. George Jazz Hands, was up late. Mom, it's 3 in the morning. You have to go to bed. Oh no, no. Oh, I gotta answer these 5 questions. I need 5 questions. So it took her years to come up with 5 questions, whereas this young lady was able to put together a step by step guide to help her friends who may be suffering a mental health crisis. It didn't take her 22 years around that family or 10 years of marriage to come up with 5 plans of action compared to the Duchess of Jazz Hands, who took 10 years just to come up with 5 questions. See, that's what happened when you mentioned her name. Where are y'all getting me started? I was doing just fine. I was doing just fine. I was over here minding my business. I wasn't bothering anybody. And then suddenly, somehow, we got on the subject of this person. Or did I do that myself? I don't even remember. But okay. So where did I leave off? But yeah, that person, I think I read a comment and I got triggered. That's what happened. I read a comment and I got triggered because she was part of it, and now I don't even know where I left off. Dang blasted. Oh man, but you're good at shady and funny. It's the only way I can deal with some of this nonsense. I have to find some kind of humor in it. Otherwise, I will just become incandescent with rage. And I don't want to be incandescent with rage. It makes your hair fall out. Uh, see, there I go again. All of that incandescent with rage can cause you to look much older than your years. So I don't want to be angry. Okay, so let me share with you what I made last night in case you haven't seen it. It's fun. I was feeling a bit frustrated, and somehow the image of 2 of my least favorite people popped up, and I was just like, oh, I'm going to get them.
I mean, should we read much into it? I just got the feeling they basically discovered on this particular trip that they've gone from A-list royals to C-list. And that's how the royal family are now going to treat them. They won't be on the balcony, they won't be at the top events, and they can come and go if they want, but they're no longer going to be working A-list important royals.
No, they have lost their importance. They don't mean anything. Country wasn't that overjoyed. I didn't hear many people go, this is amazing.
I don't think the country really cares very much.
They didn't. And the thing that I must say is the country didn't react one way or the other. It was, oh, they're here, okay. But the way they kind of came in and went was a huge signal that I don't think we'll see them here much.
Sharon, how many more jobs are you going to lose? How many more times are you going to open your mouth and lose another job trying to co-sign for Hoghead Pierce Morgan? He done already got you out of the talk. Whether you were fired, whether you quit, or whether you panicked because people were going to find out that deep down inside you identified with him 100% in terms of people of color, whatever that identification is. Pierce Morgan has been such a bad influence on you. Do you remember that time you started looking like Pippi Longstocking? Anytime your friendship could cause you to walk the streets looking like Pippi Longstocking, then you probably need to cut and run. You know, the way he did when he set a new land speed record for exiting a television studio over on Good Morning Britain. He's a bad influence. He's already cost you enough. And by you going on that show, that's not helping your cause. You know, whatever nip and tuck that you do realize that you're starting to look like Eamon Holmes? You are seriously looking like Eamon Holmes. If you ever plan to have any type of career on television again, leave Piers Morgan alone. He's cost you everything. You had that nice, cushy, posh little job over on the talk, but then somehow you talked yourself out of it. As a matter of fact, you were so busy throwing yourself under the bus that nobody could even say anything to you. That's what's amazing about that. I still don't know how in the world did you lose your job, fired, not fired, quit, not quit. I still don't know how that happened. You say you were set up. I say that Piers Morgan is a jinx. He's a jinx. Everything he touches, he destroys, including his own career. And somehow, from 5,000 miles away, he cost you your career. Run, run, run. Get away from Piers Morgan. He's a jinx. Also, I recommend leave Harry and Meghan alone. Focus on your own life. You have a very dysfunctional family from everything I've ever seen. Focus on your family and leave the Sussexes alone. And also tell your friend Piers Morgan to leave Meghan and Harry alone. Whether or not you like it, through all of your pomposity and arrogance, one thing is a constant, and there's nothing you can say or do about it. The Sussexes are the most influential royal couple anywhere on the planet, and that's a fact. And they are also the most influential couple in the world today. So for that, I think you are in way over your hair extensions. So I am going to say to you and to Piers Morgan, the Sussexes are still winning. Okay, so that was me late last night. I was just a bit frustrated, and I decided to channel my frustration in the form of yet another one of my scathing rebukes of Piers Morgan and, of course, old Nip and Tuck Osborne. So, oh man. So, some of y'all that's been around with me for a while know how I can be sometimes when I get a little frustrated. And I think last night I was a lot frustrated. So I was just like, you know what? Take that, peasants. Usurpers, wannabes. Those two, they deserve each other. How do you let somebody get you fired from your job and they 5,000 miles away? And the thing is, nobody even said anything to you, but somehow you had this big meltdown. I still don't know what was said or what happened, but all I know is she ain't on the talk no more. I'm just like, well, good. Now we don't have to bother with her anymore. She is free to nip and tuck her way to kingdom come, and nobody is going to discourage her or pay any attention to her. So, plus I saw her coming out of one of those health food stores with some homeless guy, so she can hang out with him. Let me see here. B10 Powell says Sharon Osbourne and Piers Morgan are the dreads of society. Just look at the Sharon got kicked out of UK Got Talent because she was deemed archaic. Wow, I didn't know that. Go hibernate, fools. I did not know that. I haven't seen much of her on the television since I don't know when, but I've only ever seen her occasionally on the talk. And then people were telling me that having seen that reality show that they had, that there's no surprise that she turned out to be such an awful person. But yeah, she's awful, awful. Okay. And especially when you're in the United States, you're in the United States, and as much as they want to believe that people have no use for the Sussexes, if you believe that or not, it's still not a good idea to go after anyone, any woman that is in the United States, and in particular, a woman of color. We just don't cotton too well to that kind of stuff. And for what it's worth, I can probably count on one hand how many times that the Orange Menace referenced Michelle Obama. That was just one person that he decided he wasn't going to mention or whatever. So it was very rare. He'd say whatever he wanted about President Obama, but it was rare that he ever said anything about Michelle Obama, and that's probably best. That's probably the best thing for him and everybody else involved. Um, yeah. So let me see here. Charlotte, bonjour, Charlotte, mademoiselle. Sharon Osborne, let me see, her face is scorched, you said? And she's got algae growing out of her jowls. Okay, she's got algae. She's jealous and heinous and um did you say a racist aculique? Aculique. Are you trying to say she's overserved? I get that one. And what else? Oh, you know what? I'm deciphering these, and yes, she is pathetic, a narcissist, but she's in a cocoon. Is that what you're saying? Wink, wink. She's in a cocoon. Yeah. So, as French is not my first language, I'm not sure what all of that means, but so far, I think she's jealous. She's got algae growing out of her hair. Um, None of this can be substantiated by Royal Sussex. So, as a precaution, I have to say all of this is alleged, and none of this can be substantiated by Royal Sussex. But it is fun to see. I love Charlotte. Charlotte is an absolute read. I tell you, I'm glad that I'm on Charlotte's side because I don't think I could take it if I was the enemy. So, Charlotte, I promise you, I will never ever get on your nerves because even even translating this, I can see that it's just is dripping with disdain for the Nip and Tuck Osborne. So. Whew, this is like my best moment of the day. Thank you, Charlotte. Merci beaucoup, and thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Oh man, I love that. So, oh wait, there's more. Sean Osborne, K. Let me see. She's a little something. Say petite. That's little Osborne. Yeah, she's an ingrate and a pretentious racist. Okay, I got that. See, I told you guys, I can do a little French, just a little bit. Uh, I love you, Charlotte. Thank you so much for that. That is just epic. I love it. Okay. I believe Connie Balmer has a perfect handle on everything that was said. Uh, You guys have been holding back some things, and you have decided to share it on Royal Sussex. And while I can't condone, what is it? No, I can't confirm everything that has been said. I appreciate you sharing that with us, just in case it is true, for the purposes of, I have to say that as a cautious content creator who has a forum and a platform where we can share these ideals and thoughts with one another. All right, you guys, moving on here. Let me see. Oh yeah, I've gone through all my slides, and I think we are good to go. Wow, you guys are going to get out of here early today. What is that about? You guys can get out of here early today. It is the start of the holiday weekend. As you know, Monday is Independence Day here in the United States. Today is Princess Diana's birthday. It's also Independence Day for Canada and whatever else we can associate with the 1st of July. And of course, it also means that this is going to be a very big travel weekend for a lot of people. So enjoy your holidays and please be safe. Take care of yourself and each other. And let me see. I think we're good with that. I don't think there's anything else that is going on today. Wow, this is going to be yet another 4th of July for Prince Harry at the stately, palatial, epic, picturesque, opulent Sussex Manor in Montecito, where it never leaks. So I'm sure that they are going to barbecue, and Doria is going to teach a few people how to make potato salad. I'm sure of that. And well, Harry's going to get another heaping helping of some soul food, I think. Let me see. Beaton Powell says Sharon Osbourne is still trying to have a designer face, even though she's melting before our eyes. Well, let's test that theory. I would I would like to see her like out in the rain or something like that, just to see if she kind of melts like the witch on the Wizard of Oz. I'm melting. I'm melting. Hello, Yvonne Clark. You remember what her daughter said about Mexicans? No, I didn't see that. Oh no, I didn't. I never saw that before. That was on their show, allegedly, possibly. I had not seen that before. Wow. Well, I heard that the family was rather, you know, so that's what I heard. I never watched any of that Osborne stuff, but I heard that the whole family was kind of that way, like-minded when it comes to saying negative and nasty things about other people. So yeah, I'm not surprised. All right, so let's give thanks to our faves. Some time ago, someone had told me, they said, Baron, you need to replace that picture of Diana with that one. And I don't know, I just keep forgetting to do it. But yeah, that will be the one that I use in the future, I hope. But yeah, let's give thanks to Princess Diana and all of the love and praise for everything, especially on her birthday, and to our queen of everything, Doria, our queen of everything. So the queen of hearts, Diana, and the queen of everything, Doria. Thank you so much, both of you. And I can see there's a nap in my future. I think it's supposed to rain today, and when it's going to rain, you know how that does. Baron, don't remember exactly, but yeah, Kelly did say something nasty, and yes, she got the backlash. Wow, never knew that. Huh. Okay. Thank you for that information. All right, so who wants the last word of the day? Someone, please unite us with your words or thoughts or whatever, something that will bring us together. No compliments for me, of course, because you guys have been incredibly kind and thoughtful, and especially now that there are over 16,000 subscribers, thanks to the squad, and that's because you guys have rewatched and shared and of course subscribed yourself. Edith says, I am sure Dan Wooten is smoking something, allegedly. He wrote an article saying that Meghan forced Palace to bury the report because it will harm her presidential election, right? That sells papers to say something about the presidential election. So you're right. Obviously, he's not in his right mind if he's saying stuff like that. There must be something wrong with him. His elevator is no longer going up to the top floor. Oh, Miss VSN is here, huh? Where are you, V? Did I see Miss VSN? I got two screens going, so I'm trying to find you on the working screen. But anyway, thank you, Miss VSN. And thank you for the constant support and the occasional help. I really appreciate it. And there you are. Wait, I just lost it again. I just lost you. There we are. Thank you, Miss VSN. Says congrats on the 16,000 at Royal Sussex. Thank you for that. As you guys know, Miss VSN has a platform, has a channel of her own. And that's, of course, you can see Miss VSN CO9. Okay. I'm scrolling through. Let me see. Congratulations, Baron. You're God's child. Keep it up. Thank you very much. All right. Happy birthday to Diana. Happy Independence Day to the United States. Yep. So it's the somebody says no sound. Do a refresh on your computer. You have to do a refresh. Sometimes that helps. Okay. All right, you guys, I know this is like super early and that's got to be confusing, but I'm done. All right, so I think I found the perfect last thought of the day, the last word of the day. 61. Diana would be 61 years old today. This would have been her 61st birthday. Okay. So, all right. Now, I just saw it. Okay, this is perfect. Kay Costello says, happy birthday, Diana, and happy Independence Day. That is our last word of the day. Thank you very much. And thank you, moderators, for helping to keep this a safe space. Without your constant input and your lightning fast, tiger-like reflexes, there would be trolls all over the place. Well, most of y'all got tiger-like reflexes, but when you're not thinking about Nacho, Church Nelly. When you're not Church Nelly thinking about Nacho, you have cat-like reflexes. So thank you so much for that. Church Nelly. Oh man, these allergies. I got to do something about that. Okay, so happy birthday, Diana, and happy Independence Day. And let's ginger avenger ourselves out of here. And yes, don't forget, I know I said I'm going to work on something else for the end, but for now, cue Ginger. Oh, you know what? We didn't have this all day. I knew there was something missing. we didn't have this. Okay, I got that out of my system. Cue Ginge Avenge. All right. Very good, you guys. Thank you. And have a safe weekend. Oh, yes, I know, Annie Bullard. We did have that discussion a while ago. I haven't forgot that much. Okay, I haven't totally forgotten. All right. Okay, thanks, everyone. Have a great Independence Day. I'll be back, of course, tomorrow and the next day, and, of course, Independence Day. So if you're here, if you have time, check in. If not, enjoy your time with your family, and please be safe. And love to you all. Let me see. A GoFundMe had posted it in a prior podcast. I just Googled it, and the GoFundMe page didn't come up. I don't know what that's for, though. Oh, that wasn't for me. That was somebody else's comment. Okay. Yes. Why not? Why not? We deserve that, don't we? So let me see while I'm looking for it. Again, I don't have anything against old Nip and Tuck Osborne or Hoghead. I'm just shady just because. Okay. Oh yeah, I know what I need to do. And Q Trenchtown Man. All right, let me make sure I'm in the right key. Trenchtown Man was singing his song.
That's Prince. Trenchtown wants $245 billion. That's what Trenchtown wants. $345 billion. Yes, thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what Trenchtown wants. Yes. What do you mean?
So maybe that's what the GoFundMe page was about. That. Oh, by the way, you guys, I'm so today's Royal Sussex was sponsored by. Almost missed this, and you know what? I brought it up and I didn't even click on it. But today's Royal Sussex was brought to you by Post Jubilee gift with a special 3 do-rag and skull cap. Wow! All right, so you guys don't miss this one. Today's Royal Sussex was brought to you by Cambridge Curl No Lie Royal Relaxer. Post Jubilee gift with purchase 3 do-rag skull cap. So remember, you can not only give yourself the best no-lie curl relaxer, but if you order today, you will receive 3 do-rags and a skull cap. So Cambridge Curl, the no-lie royal relaxer. Oh man. See, I told y'all I need to take a nap. I was up way too late. But yes, thank Stephen Black, of course. Thank you again, Stephen Black, for the very, very cool um ads for the Cambridge Curl, which of course is the only royal relaxer that is used by Lord Nappyhead. So if it's Lord Nappyhead approved, you should use it too. That's the Cambridge Curl. I'm gonna have to do like a whole commercial for the Cambridge Curl. Cambridge Curl, the no-lie royal relaxer. Cambridge Curl. It's for the Lord Nappyhead and you. Cambridge Curl, the only no-lie royal relaxer. If you order today, receive your post-Jubilee gift purchase, 3 do-rags, and a skull cap. Oh, man, that's fun. Yeah, thank you, Stephen. I love it. All right. So, you guys, sorry about that. I almost missed like the best part at the end. Okay, you guys. Oh, you know, if somebody could just please retrieve a wine glass, a banana peel, something that may actually have Lord Nappyhead's DNA, because I have a theory about him, but I can't prove it unless somebody provides a DNA sample of his. So, if at all possible, please try to retrieve some DNA from Lord Nappyhead so we can satisfy my theory as to his heritage. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's got like a little Clarence Thomas syndrome or something. But anyway, the retired Cambridge Curl no lie royal relaxer model. Um, oh, thank you so much for that information. The recipient is 17 years old. Thank you. I was wondering about that. All right, very good. Okay, you guys. Thank you for today. Okay. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. I'm out of here. Um, okay, you guys, go on now. Now get. It's time to go. Last one out. Turn out the lights. We're done. Let's see. Forest Shady is a Royal Sussex after party. I see. Yeah, sometimes the best stuff is like right at the end of everything. So yeah, I get that. But at least it's not 2.5 hours like it was a couple of times there, and maybe even 3 hours. Yes, that's right, Connie Balmer. I'm gonna go take a nap because I was up too late having fun with the Countess of Nip and Tuck. Alberta Sanchez says, remember what we discussed about accusing someone of being a troll just because they have a different opinion or they see something different. We do not want to lose our Sussex Squad members. Yeah, Berta Sanchez, thank you for saying that because I have seen like someone, the other day they was going after one of the content creators, if you will, one of the channels for like no good reason, and it made me very sad. And I'm just like, we don't have enough voices as it is to help spread certain information about the Sussexes, to defend them, and the few people we have, by creating hostility toward them and making them defensive, is not very helpful. And I wish people would stop doing that. Especially, I mean, I've been challenged before, like when I had oral surgery, and I saw one of the chats on the Twitter, and I go into the chat, and all of a sudden it's like, well, what do they mean to you? And I said, well, just check out my anniversary video. All the information is there. That explains my connection to the Sussexes. And I was being accused of being some type of whatever. And that really, really upset me. And I felt horrible after that exchange. And I shouldn't have spoken anyway because, I was still like under Novocaine and stuff like that. But I didn't want to be rude and not say anything. And the ease in which some people throw those accusations around is more disturbing than what the other person has been accused of. So that is something that people casually do across their keyboards or in one of the live streams or whatever on the Twitter, and you honestly can never gauge what that does to the other person. So if you are compelled to do something like that, please rethink your most likely unsolicited attack upon another squatty. Please rethink that, because you may have the last word at that moment, but you may cost us, members of the squad because of your assumptions. So I implore you all to be very careful before you go after people, and especially the people who have channels, and they may seem nefarious or something like that. But if you're going to do that, at least have enough respect for them to go back and examine their content rather than just going after them, about something that you have a hunch about. If people would have examined my content before I was attacked, if that's the words I'm going to use, before I was attacked, at that point, I think I've had like maybe 200, maybe 250 videos up. You could have easily have assessed things like that rather than to go by word of mouth and assume something because somebody told you something, or a lot of people that don't even watch Royal Sussex may have certain opinions about me. I've suffered from that like anybody else, and it's very unkind. So, but one thing that I can say, at least I was there on the wedding day. And that doesn't make me more devoted or better than anybody else, but I was there. And like I said, the anniversary video was one of the best ways that I could express how I felt about them. I mean, it was just something I made late one night. I sounded exhausted, but I think it explains almost everything in one video compared to like over a long period of time. And it's just amazing to me that, like I said, the ease in which some people can be so vicious toward the other squatties without even knowing that person's story. So it's just something to think about. So thank you for bringing that up, Berta Sanchez, because that is a problem within the squad, is that everybody's a cop, because of um, I guess, primetime television. Everybody's looking for DNA samples. Everybody wants to triangulate these cell phone towers, and we're all cops now. We're all reporters because we have camera phones. But we have to be very careful because sometimes we're overstepping the mark and we're punching way above our pay grades when it comes to accusing other people of being something that they're not. So Well, that took a weird turn toward the end, but I'm just saying that's been my frustration. And I think that people can be very cruel for some very self serving reasons, and they don't really consider the other person's feelings or their experience. So, but we can discuss that further another time. Um, okay. All right. So, are we good, everybody? Are we good? Anybody got anything else they want to add? We can agree to disagree. Sometimes we just don't all see eye to eye. Um, all right. Diane Hawkins says the pencil skirt was too tight and flirty. uh, Well, as you know, I am Meghan and I'm disguising my voice. I'm using one of those voice modulators to bring you Royal Sussex today. But as Thomas Markle Jr. has exposed me, I am Meghan Markle, okay? We can let the truth out. I am Meghan Markle. I'm disguising my voice. I am sitting here in stilettos, a pencil skirt. Um, what else? I'm wearing a wide belt and a button-down shirt. So, okay, the truth is out there. I'm sorry that I was able to perpetuate this fraud, this clever ruse of mine, but I am the Duchess of Sussex, and I'm sitting in my Montecito living room right now. Audrey Teschner, thank you so much for the super sticker, and thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Oh man. Okay, you guys, I should have left. Now I'm creeping into that 2 hour mark, which is not what I wanted to do. So, oh, good, Karen. I didn't know that, but good. All kind of information is coming out here at the end, isn't it? Okay. All right, I got to stop saying okay. I'm gone, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you. End of broadcast. I'm pushing the button. Get out that last word. Bye, con Dios. Arrivederci. Hasta luego. Okay, bye, y'all.